For about 6 months out of the year, from mid-April to mid-October, there are a lot of items that you can't send into Amazon to take advantage of their FBA Fulfillment by Amazon program, and these items are referred to as meltables. And meltables, in a nutshell, are products that lose their integrity as the temperature rises in these warmer months. And let me take you into Amazon and read you a couple paragraphs really quickly to really understand straight from the source what it's all about. Meltable inventory. FBA accepts meltable products from October 16th to April 14th only. Meltable inventory stored or arriving at our fulfillment centers from April 15th to October 15th is marked unfillable and disposed of for a fee. Meltable refers to all heat-sensitive products, including but not limited to chocolate, gummies, and select jelly and wax-based products. Products in Amazon fulfillment centers must meet quality standards during the summer months, 75 to 155 degrees Fahrenheit. This temperature range is set to protect product integrity during storage and shipping. Alrighty, so now that you know what meltables are, the rest of the video is going to look like this. I'm going to, one, give you some more examples just to paint a crystal clear picture so we're on the same page. For two, I'm going to tell you how to avoid buying them so you don't get stuck with products if you don't want to do FBA. For three, I'm going to teach you how to offload them if you accidentally buy them, or if you want to sell them anyway through Amazon. There's other ways besides just FBA. And lastly, I'm going to give you a pro tip so that you're ready when October rolls around to make some profit right off the bat with these meltable items. So I think everybody probably has a good understanding of what meltables are. You heard some keywords in the Amazon definition, but let me just rattle out a few, like gummy bears, gummy vitamins, chocolate bars, chocolate candies, chocolate covered pretzels, candles, anything that is subject to losing its integrity when it's exposed to heat, all right? The same way you wouldn't leave a chocolate bar in your car and expect it to be in the same exact condition during the summer months. Think of it that way, okay? So those are just some general examples to understand what it's all about, and frankly, it makes complete sense. So now you know what meltables are. How can you proactively avoid buying them if you only want to sell items through Amazon's FBA program? First thing, I hate to break it to you, if you're only using the Amazon Seller app, it's not going to cut it. There's no icons or notifications or anything to let you know when you're scanning a product that it's a meltable item. However, Amazon does have a long list of all of their ASINs, all of the products in Amazon's catalog that are considered meltables, and you can download that. I will link it in the description below, and you can just simply look up the products in real time to see if they're on that list or not. All right. For me, I use what is called IP Alert. I've talked about it before. It's great for being proactive to detect if brands like to file IP complaints, so it helps you avoid that. But it also lets you know if an item is considered meltable, so you can avoid buying it if you only want to do FBA. And that's both desktop and mobile friendly. And lastly, I will say this. Common sense kind of goes a long way. There's a lot of products that do slip through the cracks that probably should be considered meltables, but the truth be told, if you think something is going to melt in a hot environment or lose the integrity, you kind of have the answer. Let's say you accidentally buy a meltable product and don't realize it until you prep and start packing when you get home, or you find a meltable item that has a great profit margin perhaps, and you want to sell it anyway. Well, up to this point, I've explained to you, meltables aren't allowed between mid-April and mid-October for FBA. However, you can still do FBM, Fulfillment by Merchant. And for anybody not familiar with FBA, you send your products to Amazon and they fulfill the orders to the customers, Fulfillment by Amazon, right? FBM is Fulfillment by Merchant. That means that you are selling the product through Amazon, but you keep the inventory at all times and then you send the product directly to the customer, okay? Kind of like the eBay model, if you will. And with that, you can sell meltables. However, just because you can, you're still on the hook for getting it to them in the proper condition. So even if you do it yourself and the product's going to melt, it's still not worth it, but just know that is a valid solution and alternative. And for different people that live in different climates, it's very feasible. All right, so just know if you get stuck with one or you want to go that route, you can still absolutely sell that in addition to like Facebook and Mercari and other sites as well. And here's that pro tip I was talking about. During the course of these months and you're doing your process of sourcing, you may come across meltables that you decide not to buy, even though the profit margin is there because you just don't want to do FBM or you don't want to take the chance. I get it. I hate doing FBM myself, although sometimes you get stuck with an item, it's just worth it, right? But here's the deal. During those months, when you find meltable items, I would strongly advise you to keep an Excel sheet or some type of track of these products. And then leading up to October, maybe in September, start sourcing them again and get them into Amazon the day that it opens, so you are the first seller in line. Because when it comes to products on Amazon or just any buying and selling, when you are the first one to market, you can charge a premium. Now, it doesn't mean people won't be selling at FBM, but remember, there's a major advantage to sellers that are doing it FBA. They're listed as Prime, and you can charge a higher price. So if you make an ongoing list and you start sourcing before October, you can really capitalize as soon as the floodgates open. That's the rundown on meltables. Pretty straightforward. I hope that helps paint the picture. If you do have questions, comments, want certain topics, feel free to put them below. Once again, I am Jonathan. This is Duke Does Amazon. We're on Instagram as well. Be willing to be a beginner. The hardest step is taking action. There are so many resources out there to help you along the way. All right, I'll see you guys soon. Take care.